with one of the finest blends of London Earl Grey tea. Last week we dived away from a topic to answer a burning question on firefighters' override switches. Today we're back with natural inlet vents to mechanical ventilation systems. We have one very specific question to answer. We get asked it all the time. Should natural inlet vents to mechanical smoke ventilation systems conform to BS-EN 12101-2? Well, whilst to the best of my knowledge there is no specific guidance relating to inlet vents including their performance, our view is they certainly should conform to this standard. BS-EN 12101-2 relates to the discharge performance of ventilators, and effectively we're using them in reverse to the way they're tested in this scenario, i.e. as an inlet rather than a discharge. As the function relates to improved performance, i.e. with make-up air we can use a higher extract rate on the mechanical smoke ventilation system, we require that it actuates in the event of a fire, and therefore being tested to part 2 is the best option. BS 9991 under clause 14.2.2.4 states AOVs opening to the outside air should conform to BS-EN 12101-2. So if we need a vent that opens to the outside for replacement air, it should conform to this standard. The reason for this is despite the fact that it's most unlikely that any smoke or heat will be passing through these vents, whether or not they perform will make a fundamental difference as to whether or not the whole smoke ventilation system will work as designed or fail. First of all, let's run through some of the criteria that BS-EN 12101-2 addresses and why it's relevant to inlet vents for mechanical smoke ventilation systems. First, there's Annex B, aerodynamic free area, or AA value. This is important as if we don't know the performance of the vent, we can't judge how much inlet air it can provide, which takes us away from the science and into the realms of guesswork. Next up is Annex C, reliability. This one's really critical, as if the inlet were to fail with a depressurization system, we could end up trapping people in their apartments, rendering them unable to escape. The system would cease to function as a smoke ventilation system, and instead turn apartments into fiery prisons. I know this sounds dramatic, but it could be the reality. The same applies for Annex D, opening under load, Annex E, low ambient temperature, Annex F, wind load, and Annex G, heat exposure. So to summarise, if these vents are important enough to play a key role in a life safety system, they should be tested to the correct standard for their product group. And this is the view backed by BS 9991. I hope this helps answer the question. If you haven't subscribed already, make sure you do now, hit the like button if you like this video, and I'll see you next week. Bye for now.